I'm what Destiny players like to call a new light. No! Which is someone who's brand new to the game and has no clue what's going on. What? That's crazy. So in today's video, I want to share some of my latest opinions on Destiny 2's latest campaign, which is known as Destiny Lightfall, which had some very interesting reviews from the community. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Alright, so let's start with my first thoughts on Destiny 2 Lightfall. Well, I want to first off by saying, like, this looks amazing. Whoa.
This is Neptune? There's a whole city here.
The graphics and the enemies and like the overall aesthetic of it is absolutely insane. Like it just looks good. When I first like jumped into the Neomuna map, I was so surprised to see like the cities and the towers. Like that just looked so cool. And then we first encountered that one guy with the scythe. I don't know his name, but like that was pretty sick too. Like he just popped up, grabbed you, and you're dead. All right. Holy.
I'm in danger.
I did piss my pants a bit, but you know, it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Another thing I want to add about like my first initial opinions, like all of like the trailers and the cinematic stuff looked really cool. Like when you're playing through the campaign, you really felt like you were like a part of it. You were like the main character per se, and you know, coming from somebody who played Halo, I thought that was a really nice feeling. I thought that, you know, it really reminded me of Halo, and it really reminded me of the story that Halo liked to tell, and I was like, okay, this is pretty sick. I won't even lie to you. I did feel that there were mixed reviews though on like from the community standpoint, although I don't know like the initial story of Destiny 2. I didn't feel like it was that hard to grasp the concept of this Lightfall campaign. I felt like, okay, so aliens, bad guys, pretty easy, you know. There's nothing more satisfying than like the popping and the shooting of the heads on those guys. Like it is just like Halo. It is a lot of fun. Alright, so next thing I want to touch on, Strand. Strand was really cool, honestly. Like when I first like got my hands on it and like swinging like Spider-Man and doing all those like cool moves with the bombs and stuff. That was sick. Like that was something I hadn't seen from a game before. And you know, I did mess around with like the other like elements before that, but I have to say Strand is probably the coolest, and especially if you're new to the game, like getting your hands on Strand for the first time, it's gonna feel really fresh. And I think for like a lot of OG Destiny 2 players like also felt that, like they felt Strand was fresh. It was something new. I didn't see too much talk on Strand like it being like too broken or too like insane, although I'm not that diverse in the Destiny community, so I don't really know, to be honest. But I don't think there was any real backlash against Strand. I think it was mainly like the story and like people saying it was like a what's it called, a cash grab. Yeah, I felt like that was the main thing that people were like not happy about when it came to Lightfall. But I don't remember hearing anything bad about Strand. Like I think Strand was cool. Alright, so next I want to talk about the enemies. So if you plan on playing like the campaign on Legendary, it's probably not the best advice I would give to you, especially if you're new. Now the only reason I would do it is if you actually have some really good experience in like gun games beforehand. If you don't have that experience, so don't do it. It's not worth it. You will spend hours of your time painlessly dying over and over again. Believe me, I know from experience. I was stuck on this one part of the campaign where these dogs would like chase me, and there was like meteors coming to the ground. It was like a loop. Like the little area that you were able to fight was like in a loop. So there was like one building in the middle, and then there was like a circle, and you were just traveling around the circle, hoping that you wouldn't die. Then occasionally the Cabal like meteors or like odds, or I don't know what they're called, they would like land on you and then you're dead. Like that's it.
Whoa, that almost crushed me. It crushed me.
It was not the most fun experience on the planet. But I mean, it was definitely cool just playing on it like regularly, especially if you play with other people. It's a bit more enjoyable, because if you're playing it by yourself, it's all right. But if you play with somebody else, you know, it's a bit more interesting, a bit more engaging, in my opinion. So if you got some buddies, you know, tell them, hey, try this out. See how, you know, let's run a quick game, and trust me, it'll be a lot more of a fun experience for you guys. Now, overall, I would say the campaign is interesting from what I've seen so far. I do plan on like going through it and giving like a full detailed explanation on how I felt about everything like later down the line, once like everything's released and everything's finished for the campaign. But right now it's too early to say. But so far it's been really cool, everything that I've seen so far. I know I'm a bit late to the party when it comes to Destiny content. The campaign dropped a bit over 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks at this point. That's all right, you know. If you're still sticking around like looking for Destiny content, yeah, you know, there you go, found something right here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't really have much else to say, honestly. Like, I think it was cool. I think it was it worth the $50? Yeah, I think. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know the extent of how these campaigns work. But I mean, from what I've seen so far, yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's basically like you're buying your own game. It doesn't really feel like an add-on. It feels like you're buying the game, you know. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like. Bye.